Sir, but there are problems. And I want to highlight 4 issues, which have been highlighted in this chapter, which I would like every member of parliament to read. First, India is now facing a problem of aging. In 2011, 8% of India was over the age of 60. By the year 2040, 16% of India will be over the age of 60. 25% of Tamil Nadu will be over the age of 60. 28% of Kerala will be over age of 60. 16% all India will be over the age of 60. So India has also an aging problem which we have to address. It has implications for social security. It has implications for pension. It has implications for retirement age. And I would request the Honorable Health Minister to address this issue, the long-term implications of an aging population before we become a rich country. We are becoming an aging population before we have become a rich country. So the second problem, which my good friend Mr. Shiva referred to, is the regional distribution of our population. Today, the 6 North Indian states, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Odisha, the broad central Indian, North Indian belt, accounts for roughly 50% of India's population. But by the year 2030, these states will account for 60% of India's population. Population is increasing in the north. Jobs are increasing in the south. So there is naturally migration. And I welcome migration. I want people from the north to migrate to the south. I want people from the south to migrate to the west. I want people from the west to migrate to the east. 1 out of every 3 Indians is a migrant, Mr. Vice Chairman, sir. And we all applaud international remittances, but we don't recognize internal remittances. Almost $7 to $10 billion a year goes from Kerala to Jharkhand, goes from Tamil Nadu to Orissa, goes from Karnataka to Bihar. So internal remittances are very important. However, the issue is what will happen to representation. Because everything in India is based on population. Money from center to state goes on population. Niti Aayog, population. Finance Commission, population. Sir, we should not penalize the early pioneers in family planning. We should not penalize Kerala. We should not penalize Tamil Nadu. We should not penalize Karnataka. We should not penalize Andhra. We should not penalize Maharashtra. We should not penalize Punjab. These were the states that showed the way for India. But these are the states that will have lesser MPs, lesser resources, lesser tax devolution. Now, sir, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, in his enormous wisdom, addressed this issue by postponing it to 2026. So delimitation has been postponed to 2026. But we have to bite the bullet. 2026 is only 4 years from now. So this implications for political representation from the changing regional mix of our population is something that the health minister may want to address. But it is beyond the health minister's purview. This parliament has to debate. Parliament has to debate how not to penalize the South Indian and the West Indian states that have been success stories in family planning. Sir, I've already mentioned the aging issue. I've mentioned the regional share of population. I want to raise a third issue related to our family planning and demographics, which does not get the attention it deserves. Sir, it is natural in every country that life expectancy for women is more than life expectancy for men. In fact, the characteristic of a developed country is a country where the life expectancy of women is more than life expectancy for men. That is what is happening in Kerala. That is what has happened in Tamil Nadu. A country develops, a society progresses, life expectancy for women is more than life expectancy for men. So I'm talking of life expectancy at birth. The gap between the male life expectancy and female life expectancy is very small at birth. But when you reach the age of 60, the gap increases. When you reach the age of 80, the gap becomes even more. So in my own family, in my own immediate family, I have an aunt who is 100. I have another aunt who is 98. I have a mother who is 93. I have another aunt who is 89. All single women, all widowed women, but belonging to well-to-do sections of society. But what do you do with single women who do not have social capital, who do not have well-to-do families? And sir, a situation will come. I did some rough calculations. Roughly 10% of the population of women in our country will be single women, divorced women, widowed women, abandoned women, but single women, women as heading households. Now, this is a deep problem of social security, which we have not addressed. It has problems for physical security, but it has also problems for social security. Now, this again is not something only for the health ministry. It has to be addressed by the government at large. But I think we must, as a society, as parliament, come to recognize the implications of having a growing population of aged women who will find it difficult to negotiate the complexities of our society. Men can manage, but single women, as it is for women, life is difficult, but for single women, it will be even more difficult, and for single aged women, it will be even more difficult.